A support hero just carried your tank off a cliff. Not a tank, not a DPS, a support. With a jetpack. And fur. And while you were busy watching your teammate fall to their death, the cat flew back to her team, topped everyone off with heals, and your whole team lost the fight because nobody had a plan for a flying cat. Here's what I need you to understand before this video is over. Jetpack Cat is not hard to kill. She's hard to kill if you don't know what you're doing. And right now, most players generally don't. But after the next 10 minutes, you're going to know exactly which hero is the leader, exactly how to cancel her ultimate mid-catnapping, and exactly how to turn her biggest strength into the thing that gets her killed. Let's get into it. Okay, let me describe the average team's response to Jetpack Cat. She flies up, everyone looks at each other. Someone takes a few pot shots, she dodges, someone yells, just shoot her! Someone else says, she's so broken. She comes back down, grabs someone, flies off the map, and the team disbands in voice chat. Sounds familiar? The frustration makes sense. She's a support who flies. Permanently. Most of your team muscle memory is built around fighting enemies who stand on the ground and take damage like normal people. Jetpack Cat doesn't do that. So everything feels off. But here's the thing that changed how I think about her completely. She has a weakness. Specific, exploitable, repeatable weaknesses. And once you know them, she stops feeling like a nightmare and starts feeling like a free kill every time she goes up in the air. There are 3 things killing you right now, and you probably don't know any of them. First, you're not tracking her resource cooldown, which means you're shooting her when she's most mobile instead of when she's slowest and most vulnerable. Second, if she ults you, you think you're helpless. You're not, at all. I'll show you exactly what to do in a second. And third, you're probably not playing the heroes that make her life miserable. And there are some very specific ones that do that. But before I get to all of that, I need to talk about the hitbox. Because this single piece of information changes your approach to shooting her out of the sky completely. Okay, so lesson number 1. She's easier to hit than she looks. Most people assume she's tiny. She looks tiny. She's a cat. But her effective hitbox is actually larger than her model suggests. Players who've tested it in custom games consistently note that she's much easier to hit with sustained fire than it appears. And here's the other thing. She has inertia. Hopefully I can pronounce that well. Inertia. Really significant inertia. She can stop instantly. She can change directions like Danger Tracer. If she's flying in a direction and you start shooting that direction, she physically cannot snap away from your bullets fast enough. She's a cat on a jetpack, not a teleporter. So the moment you understand that her hitbox is generous and her movement is predictable, she goes from this impossible aerial target to something each-scan players should be licking their lips at. Speaking of which, lesson number 2. This hero's the leader. Pick accordingly. Not every hero is built equal when it comes to dealing with the flying target. Here's exactly who you want and why. Ashe. Probably her hardest hits can counter. Scoped shots on a large, predictable, slow-to-dodge target in the air is basically target practice. If your team has an Ashe who's comfortable with tracking, the cat should not fly safely. Cassidy. Flashbang breaks her tether during the ultimate, magnetic grenade tracks her even if she moves, and is comfortable fighting at the ranges where she's most active. Soldier 76. Helix rocket plus consistent rifle fire, she can sustain flying through that kind of steady damage pressure. And Biotic Field also means Soldier doesn't need to retreat for healing, he just keeps shooting, and it's very good against the 1v1 versus the cat. Now here's the one that surprises people every time. Road Dog. If Road Dog hooks her while she's in the air, and he can, she drops completely, falls to the ground, gets pulled in, and dies for the one-shot combo because of his shotguns. She has no escape tool in that moment. No, so she's the dead cat. One walk. That's it. The most terrifying flying support in the game gets deleted by a fat man-pig with a chain if he gets one clean look at her. Echo is also worth mentioning among other heroes, because Echo, she can fly up and duel the cat directly at her own altitude. Just be careful, the cat can burst Echo if Echo overcommits, but if you want someone to go up there and fight on her terms, Echo is your duelist. Lesson number 3. The resource window. This is when she dies. This is the most underused piece of information about this hero and almost nobody talks about it. A frenetic flight boost has a 3-second recharge. 3 seconds. That's it. When that resource is depleted, she's slow. Noticeably slow. She can dodge, she can burst away from danger, she's basically just floating there, waiting to take damage. And I noticed this when I did my unranked GM with cats, that when I had no resource, I had no fuel, people didn't punish me, and I think it's because they just didn't think about it. So your job isn't to kill her when she's boosting around at full speed, making you miss every shot. Your job is to pressure her, force her to burn the flight resource early, and then focus her the moment she slows down. Bait the boost, wait for the recharge window. Then you kill her. It's a 3-second window, but against coordinated fire from even 2 players, 3 seconds is more than enough. And there's another weakness nobody exploits enough. If she flies too high, and cat players love going high, she can't effectively reach her team with heals or damage. Her biotic projectiles have a roughly 40-meter range and significant travel time. Too high up, and she's just decorating the skybox while her team fight a 4 versus 5 below. Call it out. If she goes high, ignore her and fight the team. You have the numbers advantage. Lesson number 4. The Catnapper ultimate. You are not helpless. Okay. This is a big one. This is the reason most people feel like Jetpack Cat is unfair. She grabs you, you're being carried, you're moving towards the cliff, and you're just watching it happen. But here's what the game doesn't tell you clearly enough. You can shoot her while this happens. While you're being carried in the Catnapper ultimate, you're not stunned. You can move your camera, you can aim, you can fire, you can point your crosshair directly up at the cat carrying you and unload everything you have. If you kill her before she drops you, the tether breaks. You fall from wherever you are, but you're alive and she's dead. And if you can't kill her fast enough, your teammates can break the tether too. Any stun, hinder, or a hack directly at the cat cancels the ulti instantly. And we're talking a very long list here. Raw Dog's Hook, Orisa Energy Javelin, Orisa Fortify actually makes her immune to the grab entirely. Her ultimate too. Doomfist, Punch, Sigma, Creation, Cassidy's Flashbang, Sombra Sack or EMP, Anna's Sleep Dart, Life Weaver. Life Weaver can literally life grip the grabbed teammate away from the cat mid-ultimate. Read that list again. This is not a short list, and there is more of it. Almost every role has at least one tool that breaks this ultimate. The problem isn't that your kit can handle it. The problem is that nobody on your team was thinking about it before it happened. Which brings me to the mindset shift that ties all of this together. So yeah, this is the reframe that I want to leave you with. Jetpack Cat feels oppressive because she operates in a space most teams don't defend. The vertical space. She goes up, most of your team attention goes horizontal, and she does whatever she wants. The moment your team starts treating the air as a contested territory, everything changes. She has a big hitbox and a predictable movement, so its scans player should be winning that fight in the air. She has a 3-second recharge window, so pressure early, then punish to slow down. She can heal or damage your team from too high, so if she goes for the skybox, let her fight the 4 vs 5. If she grabs someone, everyone on that list of counters needs to immediately point at the cat, not the person being carried, the cat. Remember what I said at the beginning? Jetpack Cat is not hard to kill. She's hard to kill if you don't have a plan. And the entire reason she feels broken is that most lobbies just don't have a plan. You do now. A support hero that flies is only a nightmare when the enemy team is confused. Give your team one person who knows what they're doing, who tracks the flight resource, who has the right hero, calls out the ulti before it happens, and she goes from game-changing threat to a flying target that keeps falling out of the sky. So to wrap it all together, her hitbox is bigger than she looks and her movement is predictable. So track and shoot her. Pressure her flight resource and kill her in the recharge window. Pick Ash, Cassidy, Soldier, Road Dogg, among other counters. If she goes too high, ignore and fight 5 vs 4. If she ults someone, aim up and shoot the cat, or hit her with any CC on that list. Tether breaks, she dies. The cat is killable. She always was. If there is anything in particular about killing the cat that you struggle to deal with, just let me know in the comment section down below and I'll gladly read it and answer and help you whenever I can.